This is a walkthrough of a Maine Craft Weekend open studio that we just had. If you see any items that you're interested in, please text me or email me, and my contact information is below. Thank you. Hi, I'm Jim Vander Schaaf from Down East Wood Art, and we're having this weekend an open house in South Portland. Saturday and Sunday. It's Sunday today, and this is 28 Churchill Road. Wood art, furniture, and carving. The carving you're not going to see today, but that was done by Rob Dowling, and I'll put a link down below for some of his work and some of the pictures that he's made. So what I want to do is just walk you through the display that we have today of the things that I've made and talk to you about them a little bit. So here's the next item. So these are plant holders, and the way they're made, they're all just at different heights. But the way they're made is they easily come apart and they're easily transportable. So they're made of cherry, and they're finished in a satin finish. And they come in various sizes, 24 inches, 20 inches, and 16 inches. They're all 10 inches on the top for the placement of a pot, like this copper pot. So walking down here a little bit further, we have the COVID table, I call it, because of course during COVID you have to supply people with face masks or hand sanitizers and tell them what the rules are. So we do that because of course we want to be safe, and I'm wearing a mask at the moment, as you can see. The next table, Stanhope and Spencer. This is in Rockland, Maine, and they're right next door to the Farnsworth Museum. They have, as you can see here, all kinds of different objects. Some of my furniture, some of Rob's carvings. The Henry Spencer does these wonderful pieces of jewelry, both earrings, necklaces, things of that sort. And it's a wonderful thing to see if you have an opportunity. We've been asked to put some of our items in there. Rob has, like I said, a master carver. This bird looks like it's going to fly, if you could see it up and personal. And then he made a baseball hat, which gives you an idea of the diversity of what he's capable of. It looks like an actual hat. It's the same size. These are items that I've made. This is a Sam Maloof inspired chair. It's a rocker. It's put together with tiger maple and walnut. And then a nature's end table, I call it, because it looks like it has two antlers from a deer or whatever, and the end table in between made of tiger maple in contrasting colors. Over here we have a different kind of bookshelf. Usually bookshelves are made with sideboards and backboards. I just decided to design something that was a lot simpler, and this fits in a specific place. It's floor to ceiling, and it's just put together with these long, slender pieces of cherry. All of this is cherry. Different objects. Another end table that's live edge. This is with a floating top. You can see that the live edge just floats above the base. And that was put together from a piece of cherry. It was just a beautiful piece that had to be worked and worked and worked and worked and worked to get it down to this surface. Another unique seat with an indentation for your buttocks, and this is a much more comfortable kind of seat when it has a place for your coccyx bone to fit into. It's made of cherry with ash legs. shaker table. This is a classic shaker table. It's a nice drawer. Again, this is made of, this is hard maple that I made this out of, with cherry sides, and I think that is poplar on the inside bottom, and then a cherry top. Here we have a lot of different boxes of different shapes and sizes and different contrasting woods. These are keys that go all the way down because a miter joint is not particularly strong. So that's a way to make it strong. The next item, which is quite unusual, is a box with hidden hinge made out of wood. So it disappears into the wood, and you can see how that goes. It's glued in various places to the top and the bottom so that it just opens just like that. I've made a number of these and they're quite nice. This is just a sliding top with a beautiful finish on it. It's just bird's eye maple and walnut. This is a commission piece that's going out next week. This is a mahogany table, and it was made to order from clients that I went to school with at University of Michigan. They got a hold of me and found out I was doing woodworking and decided they wanted me to create a table for them. I've been doing this for quite some time and have developed a fairly wide, portfolio of items. We'll show you some of the details of these lamps on the inside, but I've done a lot of different kinds of things. This week we got this, over the last couple of days, we got several clients that are interested in different pieces. And I published a book as well. This is an adventure in the art of woodworking, quickly learn the basics. It has 12 different projects. It has aspects of wood finishing. It has aspects of wood movement with moisture and humidity changes, sharpening, joinery, jigs and fixtures, a whole series of things that are really perfect for a beginning woodworker. I've sold close to 1,000 copies of this book. It's quite popular. This is my workshop. Oh, I'm sorry, we missed an item here. These came from just thin slices on my bandsaw of a piece of a log, and then I finished them and kept the live edge with the bark on there. I think it's just beautiful. And then held them together with a nice cord. This piece is a nice bevel glass mirror with a different approach to design with inlay of walnut and tiger maple. So now we can walk into the shop and I'll just give you a brief tour. Not of what I use as equipment, but I wanted to show you these two lamps. This one is made on a walnut frame, and it's with handmade paper from Gigi Knight Sarsfield. She has a store up in Brooklyn, Maine, and the way it's made, that paper, is she makes the paper and then we have a backing to the paper that is from heat and bond. So I iron the paper onto that heat and bond. This is the glue, and that stiffens up this paper enough so that it'll be held in that frame. This is kind of an interesting design. It's wide at the bottom, a wide opening, so that it'll dispense quite a bit of light. This is my first version of this. I made it with veneer. This happens to be tiger maple veneer. It's the same framework. And again, the beauty of it is the glow that you get with the light on the inside shining through the veneer. So that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to give you just a little brief overview of what we've offered here. Like I said, I'll provide some information on what things that Rob Dowling did as carving, but he's not here today due to an illness in the family. So that's it, folks, and thank you very much for visiting our studio opening. Even though you couldn't make it, we are presenting this video to you. These carvings are of Rob Dowling's work. This falcon looks like he's about ready to fly. Here's some more of Rob Dowling's work. You can see the chickadee, the baseball cap, and the duck.